Hey everyone, welcome to Eking Out with Melly Mel. I'm Melissa. Today I am bringing you the How Low Can You Go Pin Limbo. This Pin Limbo was created by Cameron and Daniel over at DaytrippingDisney. I am so excited for this Pin Limbo. I had never done anything like this before, and you guys know that I love pins. So as soon as Cameron told me about this, I was like, oh, I am so in. So what we're going to do on this Pin Limbo is I am going to show you my top 5 low LE pins, or top 5 lowest edition size pins. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the highest edition size to the lowest. I'm going to talk a little bit about them. I'm going to tell you how I got them, what the retail price was for those pins, and how they fit into my collection. And at the end of the video, I will be tagging 3 channels to join in the fun. So without further ado, let's get started with this Pin Limbo. How low can you go? The first pin I am going to show you is limited edition of 500. This pin is from the Love is an Adventure pin event. This pin event took place in Epcot back in 2017. The dates for the event were August 25th through the 26th. And while I was not able to attend the event, I got lucky and was able to buy this pin at Epcot. This is one of the leftover pins from the event. Typically with the big pin events in Epcot, what Disney does is any pins that did not sell out during the event, they go on sale at the park the next day. So I was lucky to be able to grab this pin. Now, at the time when I bought this pin, this was the largest pin I had ever gotten, and it was also the most expensive. The retail price for this pin was $125. I know it is so expensive, but I really like this pin, so I'm gonna show you some close-ups and you guys let me know what you think. So this is the pin. As you can see, it's quite large and it has quite a bit of nice characters in here. We have Wally and Eve, we have Donald and Daisy, the Rescuers, and even Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. As you can see, it also has the letters L-O-V-E for love, and the pin opens up. When you open the pin, you can see the words is an adventure, so the pin reads love is an adventure. And on the inside we can see John and Michael Darling and even the Lost Boys. And this is the back of the pin. It is limited edition of 500. You can see the logo for the event. You can also see the pin trading logo, the iconic Mickey waffle print. Really nice pin. The second pin I am going to show you is also limited edition of 500. This pin came out May 11 of 2017. The name of this pin is the Character Skipper Super Jumbo Spinner Pin. This pin celebrates the 45th anniversary of the world famous Jungle Cruise at Walt Disney World, and this pin is quite cool. I really like this pin, and while this pin doesn't necessarily fit into my collection, just like the other pin from the Love is an Adventure pin, these two are pins that I think are so cool. The Love is an Adventure pin, I got it because I just thought it was the biggest pin I had ever seen. It was so cool, so I got it. And kind of like the same thing with this pin. It doesn't quite fit into my collection, but I just think it's such a cool pin, and every time we go to Disney World, we try going on the Jungle Cruise, so I had to get this pin just to join in on the 45th anniversary celebration. But without further ado, let's take a look at this pin. So this is the pin right here. This is another quite large pin. I love the spinner here. Let me actually hold it differently so that you can see how it spins. I really like this. We have Mickey and Goofy and Donald. Super cool pin. The back of this pin also has the iconic Mickey waffle print. It is a golden color on the back, and it has the logo for the 45th anniversary of the Jungle Cruise. super cool pin. And just like with the other jumbo pin, I also purchased this directly at the parks. The retail price for that Jungle Cruise pin was $79.99, so $80 for this jumbo pin. I feel like typically jumbo pins are quite expensive, especially if they are super jumbo pins. So let's go ahead and see what I picked for my number 3 pin. The next pin I am going to show you is actually a limited edition of 300. So as you can see, we're going lower on the limbo. This pin I'm going to show you is actually one of my favorite pins of all time because this is a Beauty and the Beast pin. This pin came out December 18 of 2017. This was a surprise release on Shop at Dizney, and this pin is just so pretty. This is the Belle Stunning Silhouette pin, and it's funny about this pin, when I first heard about it, I tried getting it on Shop Dizney, but by the time I got to the website, it was already sold out. So I was super bummed that I didn't have this pin, but as it turned out, my husband had gotten it and I didn't know, and it was one of my stocking stuffers for Christmas 2017. But without further ado, let's take a look at this pin. So this is the pin. Belle just looks so pretty. It's such an elegant pin. It has the stained glass. And this is the back of the pin. Again, limited edition of 300. The retail price on this pin was $34.99. And crazy thing is that this pin goes for quite a bit on eBay now, around $200 to $300. Pin I am going to show you is also limited edition of 300. This pin fits into my collection, the Stunning Silhouette, because I collect Beauty and the Beast. This pin that I am going to show you holds quite nicely into my collections because I also have a small Hocus Pocus collection. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the Hocus Pocus Marquee Surprise DSSH pin. This pin is from the Disney Studio Store Hollywood. It has the El Capitan Theater on it. This is my very first marquee, which is so cool. Again, it's a limited edition of 300 and the retail price was $24.95. And this is the back of the pin. It's a golden color. Disney Studio Store Hollywood on the back, and it has the iconic ice cream cone waffle print on the back, which is typically what you get with the DSSH pins. This pin came out September 27 of 2019. September 27 is my birthday. So what a cool release. And while I did not get this directly from the park, so excited I was able to get it. It was one of my stocking stuffers last year for December 2019. So again, I am super happy to add this pin to my collection. So last pin I am going to show you is limited edition of 200. This pin is the largest pin I own, but also the most expensive. The retail price for this pin was $249.95, so $250. And this pin doesn't really fit into any of my collections. It was more of an impulse buy. When I saw it, I just thought it was so cool that I just had to buy it. This pin was originally released at D23 last year. D23 took place in California, and the dates for the event were August 23rd to August 25th of 2019. I did not attend the event, but this was a leftover pin that later on DSSH released during one of their online releases, and I saw that it was available and I went ahead and grabbed one. So let me show you this pin. As you can see, it is huge. I actually measured this pin and it is 10 inches long, and it came in this really nice box. So let me take it out of the box. But before I do that, let me show you the back of the box. At the bottom, it says limited edition of 200. And my apologies if I keep looking down and just have some notes written down so I don't miss any of the details on these pins. So this pin is called the Anniversary Celebration Premiere collection pin. It is, again, limited edition of 200, and let me take it out of the box so you guys can get some nice close-up. You can see this pin is quite large and it has quite a bit of cool characters in here. We have Little Mermaid, who is celebrating 30 years. We also have Lion King celebrating 25 years, Incredibles celebrating 15, Up celebrating 10, and Big Hero 6 celebrating 5. It's a little tough to show a good close-up of this pin because I feel like the camera like goes in and out of focus. But what a cool pin. And this is the back of the pin with the ice cream cone waffle print on the back, which is what you get with DSSH pins, and it is limited edition of 200. That's it, you guys. Let me know which one out of these pins was your favorite. And before I go, I do want to tag 3 channels to join in the fun. The first person I am going to tag is the lovely Becca over at Disney Kitty. I am also going to tag Sarah Beth over at Just Around the River Bend, and I am also going to tag Serena over at Serena's Sparkly Diary. And as usual, guys, if you love the things that I talk about, definitely subscribe, comment, like, and hit that notification bell so that you can keep on geeking out with me.